if you are a pro wrestling fan, you've probably had the same thought that all of us as pro wrestling fans have had. I could book that show so much better. So what if we actually did? What if we sat down and drafted a full roster that we could book matches between, put titles on, build shows and brands around, and you can do that in WWE 2K. Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's just more sad that me and Hosier just went and like did this just in our heads, rather than in the video game. But okay. Hey, maybe we should rethink this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this evening's Wrestle Pool. I'm Mike. This is Bear.
What's up?
And we are going to try something new for us in our world of wrestling. We have decided that we are each going to draft our own brand.
Yes, sir.
We're going to give that brand a name, not that name a brand. And then we are going to show our creative side to wrestling, and we are going to fantasy book our own brand in different ways, shapes, and fashions.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to leave it up to you, the viewer, to decide who brand is better and who's the better booker.
King Booker. And
And
that's our Shucky Ducky Quack Quack moment of the I'm excited for this. I love this idea of like we're building real brands.
yes.
Like we're building actual brands, and the start of that is drafting our roster of like these are going to be our guys and gals that are going to carry our brands and make them awesome. And we'll do fantasy booking in the future. And around the big shows, we'll be able to, who's going to be our WrestleMania main event and who's going to be our war games. Like it's going to be fun to be able to do that. But it all starts
Tonight.
Yeah.
So it's 25 rounds. We picked 4 females. We picked 5 tag teams.
Yes.
And the rest were male competitors.
Correct.
Okay. Now, because I'm a nice guy and I knew where my friend Chris was going, I did give Chris the first pick. And with that first pick, Chris, you took who you think is the greatest wrestler in the world right now, Jay White.
Switchblade, Guns Up, Bang Bang Club, Jay White. I honestly don't think there is anybody better on the planet than him. Such a well-rounded, just everything, like amazing in the ring, great storyteller, incredible on the mic. And yeah, just like somebody, I've been watching him since Wrestle Kingdom 2016 when he came back from his excursion and with the Switchblade character. And so, yeah, and just frustrated beyond belief with where he is right now in AEW and the fact that he's not being used. And I've been seeing things, and we'll get into it, about like MJF leaving. If MJF leaves, that people are like, if MJF leaves, that's the end of AEW. And I'm like, listen, if AEW's smart, they have an incredible roster to be able to, they just have to use people the right way. Unfortunately, they don't use Jay White the right way.
They do not.
But he was my number one.
And to round out round 1, I picked Will Ospreay, who, much like what you say about Jay White, I feel about Will Ospreay, and I share the same trepidation about him going to AEW as you have with Jay White's current run in AEW. And I think he's the best in the world. And he says bruv, BRUV, and I absolutely love it. He's a 5-star match guy.
Yeah.
Night in, night out. Every premium live event that we host on our Thursday brand,
that's right,
he's going to be at the top of the card, and I think he's great. So going to round number 2, here was one of the first surprises of the draft, and you went with our favorite scumbag.
That's
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
100%. I had a clear strategy, and I hope like folks will see that. And but I had a clear strategy going through this. But MJF, I think, he was incredible heel, like had an incredible heel run in AEW. eventually we all got to the point we were like, all right, we need something new.
Evolution.
Absolutely. I need you to go to the next level. And when he started doing the Adam Cole stuff and he became a baby face and he became, he's everybody's scumbag. Listen, the kangaroo kick, you got to put it on a shirt. Like, honestly, I saw MJF in a completely different light, and I saw the dynamic nature of who he can be in the ring and out of the ring and on the mic. And it's only gotten better. And we just saw with, this is coming, after World's End. We just saw the turn on Cole with MJF. There's big questions about what he's going to do, whether he stays with AEW or goes to WWE. But all I know is that he is coming to Monday Night Bears. And yeah, I'm bringing our scumbag to Monday Night Bears.
I have a Thursday show whose name I can't think of right now. So it's Thursday night TBD. So that's what we're going to be doing. So to round out round 2 for me, I took Kenny Omega, and I too had a specific strategy. I wanted a balanced roster, which I think I've accomplished. And Kenny's another guy who will never be in an 8-man tag, who will never be in a tag team match unless the story drives it. He will be a one-on-one singles competitor. And he's another one who will just put 5-star matches on the board night in, night out. And that's what I'm looking for at the top of my card.
It's Kenny Omega.
It's Kenny Omega. And it's Will Ospreay.
It's Kenny Omega.
And the third match is happening on Thursday nights. Yeah, baby.
It's Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. And then, you're going to put them in 8-man tags, and it's all going to be great. And I can't wait to watch all the best wrestlers in the world be in 8-man tag team matches. It's going to be incredible.
So to peel back the curtain a little bit, we did this draft a while ago.
Yes, we did.
Okay. And we recorded this episode once before.
Yes, we did.
And we didn't like it.
No, we didn't.
Now this pick, I was shocked, stunned, and appalled at. And now I'm like, it's probably the steal of the draft.
Oh, yeah.
All 25 rounds. And you picked Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio. And I applaud you for this pick. It's outstanding.
Dominic Mysterio is the future. Here's the thing. Dominic Mysterio is the future of WWE. Dominic Mysterio might be the future of professional wrestling. I am fingers crossed that I want MJF to go to WWE. Different discussion, but I want him to go to WWE. And this is the reason I brought Dom Mysterio to Monday Night Bears, is because I can't think of two guys that I would pair together that I think could I think that Dom Mysterio, if you had a WrestleMania moment, Dom Mysterio, MJF, they have the potential and a high potential to steal the night, much like Macho Man and Steamboat did at WrestleMania 3. Like, everybody talks about Macho Man and Steamboat stole that show. I think MJF, Dom Mysterio, and yeah, so I honestly, Dominic Mysterio is the best heel that WWE has right now. I think he's the future of the WWE. I think he might be the future of professional wrestling.
That's awesome. So for me, I picked my top 2 as of right now baby faces. Yep. And then round 3, I decided to go with the ring general, Gunther.
Great pick.
And again, I'm looking for a top heel. I have him in my next pick as my top guys. I think he's world championship material.
100%.
I think he will be a top of the card type guy. Absolutely. And I absolutely love watching him work.
100%.
Okay. I love his matches. I love the aggression. I love the physicality.
Yep.
And he's a perfect foil to many of the baby faces at the top of my roster that I have.
And that hurt. That one hurt. There are a couple in here that you took from me that hurt because I had them and I was like, I don't think he's going to draft him that high. But that one was, I had him like, Gunther was like my next pick. And when you picked him, I think I started scrambling to try to figure out who I was going to go with.
And then you scrambled into the 4th round to take your first tag team.
Yep.
Which you took FTR.
Yes, I did. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. You took Gunther. And I was like, all right, I'm going to have to go. And I knew you were going to get them. Listen, undoubtedly the best tag team in the world at the moment. I do think there are plenty of tag teams in both AEW, in TNA, in WWE that are going to be incredible, that could take that from them. But right now, there is no one better. the problem that we have. And honestly, it has happened in AEW as much as it has happened in WWE. Tag team wrestling is not at the forefront of any product.
It is only once in a while, which is unfortunate.
Especially when you have a tag team like FTR.
Yeah, they're the best to do it.
So we will be putting forth tag team wrestling.
Absolutely. So to round out round 4, I went not to a booth, not to a bar, but I went to the head of the table.
You did.
And I went Roman Reigns.
Yes.
And that is the other top, well, he's the top guy in the business, in my opinion.
100%.
And I brought him to Thursday night.
Yes, you did.
And he will supplant his spot at the head of the table. And who knows, maybe in the future there could be a big match for the head of the table on the Thursday night brand. Spoilers. But yeah, Roman Reigns. Enough said. I don't have to say anything else about Roman.
It's Roman Reigns.
And you went round 5, and this is the all-female round, and you kicked it off with Mommy Rhea Ripley.
Monday Night Mommy is coming to Monday Night Bears. We've been frustrated with Rhea over the past 6 months because we don't feel like she defends her title enough.
Yeah.
But here, the thing is that when Rhea does defend the title, we just watched that match on day 1 with Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Great match.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So when Rhea does defend the title, and also when I think there are a handful of wrestlers in the world right now that when you put people in the ring with them, they have to be able to keep up. And Ivy Nile able to keep up with Rhea, and it was a great match. Yeah. So yeah, Monday Night Mommy, I think right now she's the best in her age group, because I think, the best female wrestler in the world is probably not Rhea, but I think
she's the biggest star on the females.
She is the biggest star right
company.
now, 100%.
Any company. And I rounded out the 5th round with Bianca Belair.
Great.
And yeah, as you view Rhea, I do too.
Yes.
Bianca is 1B to that 1A. That is Rhea, and she's someone that would carry our women's division. She has everything.
Absolutely.
The look, the in-ring, the mic, the outside of the ring work.
Yep.
She's the total package. She's not Lex Luger. She's the perfect package. Here, we'll go there. So round 6, you went with the Visionary.
Yes, I did.
You went with the Revolutionary. You went with Seth freaking Rollins.
Listen, I love Seth. This is the best Seth Rollins, in my opinion, we have ever seen. Early Shield Seth was great. Authority Seth was really good. I wasn't a big fan of the pandemic era, Visionary, and then when he came out with this Joker style, this is, and at first even I wasn't a big fan of this, but he has polished it so much, and it is just this is the best Seth Rollins that we've ever gotten. And so I had to. So
6th round, after Seth, I went with my first tag team, and this will be a super kick-less Young Bucks. I am banning super kicks from my Thursday night brand. I think it's the most overused move in wrestling. But I went with the Young Bucks. After FTR, I struggled with 2 or 3, but after FTR, it's the Young Bucks to me is the best tag team in the world. And tag team titles can easily go around their waists, and we can mix and match tag teams for them to foil and folly against. And it would be great wrestling television.
It would be.
Round 7, the Rainmaker. Mr. Okada himself.
Kazuchika Okada. I think for the past, if you think NJPW for the past 7-8 years, Okada, it's Okada.
It's him.
Before it was Tanahashi, it's Okada. And to bring someone like him at his age, in his expertise, with his style, his brand, because, and if you're a casual fan and you don't know much about Okada, when you look at him, you go, oh yeah, I get what he does. So absolutely love Okada. The Kenny Omega Okada, Wrestle Kingdom trilogy is an incredible, or 2 matches, 3 matches, is incredible to watch. And it's just if you're going to watch any NJPW, I say go back and watch those matches.
Watch a 60-minute hard way between him and Kenny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Old Dominion. I think it was Dominion that year. Phenomenal. And to end up And out round 7, I went with arguably the greatest women's wrestler of all time, the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
Again, when drafting, I wanted the foil to the babyface. I wanted the heel and mix and match. And Charlotte, she's hurt right now. She'll be back and she'll be healthy.
Yeah.
But having one of the best female wrestlers, you can't go wrong at the top of the card with Charlotte.
Can't argue with a Flair.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can. I can't. Rick, stop wrestling, Rick. Okay. Now, round 8, the round of the youngins, as you took Solo Sikoa.
Yes, sir. The Enforcer. I think Solo has this incredible potential, just like Dom. I do think Dom's star has risen faster than Solo, but I think Solo is, again, in this age group of that like 25 to 30-year-old, like just he's going to be incredible. He doesn't need to say anything.
No, he doesn't.
And that's what's amazing. And
which is why Dom has risen faster, because Solo 100%. Does not speak.
He doesn't speak, and he doesn't need to. Yeah, 100%. But to be able to create the intensity that he creates on television in matches without, and like builds for his matches without having to say a word.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's an incredible talent to have. So absolutely. Solo Sikoa, the Enforcer of the Bloodline, coming to Monday nights.
So I definitely drafted on the older side compared to Chris's strategy of really going young.
Yes, sir.
And I needed the younger wrestler to feed into when the older guys leave. He steps in, and I went with him, Carmelo Hayes, in round 8 because of all the wrestlers in this age group. I'm probably the most fascinated on how he can be used.
Yes.
Once he's up on a main roster and no longer in NXT. But he's a superstar waiting to happen. And it's going to be outstanding to watch.
Yeah, I agree. And that was another one that, like, you took Carmelo, and I was struggling to figure out who I was about to take, because Carmelo was on my list was in my next spot.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that to me.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Round 9, you went with Andrade.
Yeah, I had a list of guys who were on my backup. And when you took Carmelo, Andrade was at the top of that list. Not a bad pick. I love Andrade. NXT TakeOver, whatever the WrestleMania you guys came to in Orlando, I forget what year.
2017.
But the one that was here in Orlando, the NXT TakeOver, Andrade and now Malachi Black, at that time Aleister Black.
We were there for that.
We were at that TakeOver, and I said to you, these two are going to be a big deal. Here's what happened. Andrade got released, went to AEW, and got buried in a roster of 300 people.
Yeah.
He is an incredible talent. He is an incredible character. He's got everything you need to be a star.
Yeah.
You just got to put him in the right position. And so so he's not coming here to get buried. He's coming here to shine.
And I rounded out round 9 with the Usos, because at the time when we did this, they were a tag team.
That's right.
So outside of Young Bucks and FTR, I believe the Usos, you can make the case, are the greatest tag team in WWE history.
Yeah. Oh, I
and
agree.
just bringing them on together.
Yeah.
And then what can happen if, like we're seeing right now with Jay and Jimmy being separate,
right.
There's a lot of versatility and stuff that can be done with the Yeet brothers.
Yeet.
Round 10, another surprise this high in the draft. But you took a prime target in Logan Paul.
Yeah. Listen, Logan, and like, hate me in the comments, whatever, like, give me whatever crap you want to give me. Logan Paul belongs in the WWE. Logan Paul
100%.
belongs in professional wrestling. Just like his character, his superstardom is all there, but the athleticism and how quickly he's taken to it, all we've said, this is all I need, and this is what's happening when Logan Paul comes to Monday nights for Monday Night Bears. He's not a part-time person. He's not a part-time champion. He's not a part-time wrestler. He is coming here because what Logan Paul needs right now is matches. Just get matches under your belt, and I really believe that he is going to take off. And yeah, he's good on he's getting better on the mic. At the beginning, it was a little rough. He's getting better on the mic. His character is there. He's leaning fully into the heel. He knows how to do social media.
Yeah.
Like he is Logan Paul. And then I just need him to learn how to wrestle a little. And it's not even like he's that bad in the ring right now. He just needs to get a little bit better.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a mega star.
I agree. So this starts a small run on some NJPW guys that I'm really fascinated with, and none more than Shota Umino.
Yes.
26 years old, a brick house, and he's getting better month by month, event by event. His G1 run was nice.
Yeah.
He's really promising in the ring, and at 27 years old, I believe. The sky's the limit for what he can do in the ring. And we have some wrestlers on Thursday nights.
Yes, sir.
So there's going to be a lot of very good wrestling. And he's another one of those young guys that can come in and day one start.
Oh, absolutely.
Putting work in the ring. So round 11, you went with I believe this is your second tag team. You went with the Scissor Me Daddy crew, the Acclaimed.
Listen, I absolutely love Anthony Bowens, Max Caster. Having Billy Gunn with them is great. But I wasn't actually a big fan. I didn't like the Acclaimed when AEW first started and they were there, and I wasn't a big Max Caster fan. Anthony Bowens was cool, but now they are so entertaining. They are so entertaining to watch. They're good wrestlers, solid tag team wrestling. Didn't have long enough tag team title run, in my opinion, in AEW. They should have gone a lot longer. But yeah, the entertainment factor is there with them. And, Anthony Bowens, like Max Caster coming out and rapping is incredible. Anthony Bowens, the Acclaim has arrived. Everything is there. They just need, again, like it's the kind of the running thing with AEW and the people that I love from AEW, but they just need to be put in the right spot.
Damn trios championships. And for me, I went with my third female. I went with Io Sky. At the time, I thought this was a bit of a stretch for me, but watching her since we did this till now, yeah, she's phenomenal.
Oh,
there's nothing she can't do in the ring.
No.
Her putting a garbage can over herself and jumping off the cage at this past year's Survivor Series was absolutely tremendous. I enjoy watching her.
She's amazing.
I enjoy her being champ, and it is so much fun to watch. And there's so much more for her to do yet, wrestling wise.
And the entertainment factor with her, she's like, what a showman she is.
Yeah.
And funny. And even in Japanese when she just funny.
Yeah.
She's
really good. Round 12 started with you taking Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, Raquel. Listen, we're gonna have some powerhouse women on Monday nights between Raquel and Rhea. I really think Raquel, just there was a few years back, Rhea was Raw Women's Champion, Bianca was SmackDown Women's Champion, and Raquel had just won the NXT Women's Championship at a takeover. And Raquel it's their Tuesday night show. Raquel is in the ring. Rhea comes out. Bianca comes out. And these three women stand, and you just go, that's the future of women's wrestling. And 100%. She's got to stay healthy. But even in tag team with Liv was incredible. So Raquel, 100%.
And I rounded it out, I believe, with my third tag team, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, surprising.
I enjoy them. I really, really enjoy their wrestling. Yeah. I had Impact Plus for about a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to go watch some of their matches.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoy it.
Absolutely.
They're a lot of fun to watch. They're a traditional tag team to me. And that's what I'm looking for on Thursday nights, is really good tag team wrestling. Round 13, you continued with your strategy, and you took Get Healthy Soon, Sir Wesley.
I really need Wesley to get healthy. I absolutely love watching Wesley. Just an incredible athlete, can do literally anything. And that, there is something about, there's a couple of matches Wesley, his North American Championship title run, amazing. I think there are a bunch of really, really good matches in there. bunch of different like triple threats and stuff like that. But yeah, just I don't know. He's just got something that I'm just like drawn to him, and yeah, Wesley, and yeah, just staying young.
That's it. And for me, I continue to, if I'm building a website, drafting people I could just drag and drop into any spot I want on the card, and none better than the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Arguably the biggest babyface and the biggest wrestling company doing the biggest business
100%.
right now, and he's just going to bring that to Thursday nights. And I don't even need him to do anything else. Just do that.
Just be Cody.
And Cody, you're going to finish your story, brother.
I can't wait for him to.
Absolutely. So 14, another young pick, but a great pick by you, Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like I put if there was a fourth person in that lineup with Raquel, Rhea, and Bianca, it's Tiffany, and Tiffany's been it's 18 months, a year, 18 months that she's been like really she has the prettiest swanton bomb of anything I've ever anything.
She pauses like upside down before she
literally
finishes the move. Yeah.
It's beautiful to watch, and yeah, like incredible athleticism, over the top character, very entertaining, and also like I think underestimated in her power. Like she's strong.
Yeah.
So all for I'm all for some Tiffy time.
Yeah, I agree. So am I. And for me, I went with another tag team, the Imperium. Took Gunther very high, wanted to bring them along as well.
Yep.
Another traditional, really good tag team. Know how to put on a good wrestling match, and that's what I'm looking for on Thursday nights, and they are phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And when they break up, they're going to be even better.
It's going to be sad.
Yes. So 15, another all-female round, and you kicked it off with one of your personal favorites, Indy Hartwell.
Indy Hartwell, and I'm not a big fan of the tag team. I love Candice LeRae. Like, you can't say anything bad about Candice LeRae, but Indy Hartwell, I think, is just a star waiting to be given that push. Really good in the ring. I love the whole thumbs up thing that she does. She's just got this real baby face character.
Yeah.
That I think like it's hard not to cheer for her.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Indy Hartwell 100%. Like I think my women are pretty stacked on Monday nights. So
I agree. And she just needs matches on TV right now.
That's it. That's all she needs. She just needs matches.
It's just hard to crack that roster right now.
It is.
And for me, I believe every wrestling brand needs a dentist. Okay. I believe everyone needs a DMD. And I got mine, Britt Baker, who also needs time and time on the mic, Tony Khan, because she doesn't get any. And I think, besides MJF, she's the biggest star that they created themselves.
Right.
And she's gone. I don't know what's going on. Maybe her dentist business has picked up, hopefully. But she's coming to Thursday nights, and she's going to mix it up with all the top women on Thursday nights. And she's right at the top of the card for me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love watching her. She's good on the mic. She can work in the ring. She's a great heel.
Yes.
I'm looking for that. I love that stuff about her. So I love it.
I like DMD. Yeah, no, I just don't, again, like you're talking just somebody who just needs TV time, especially, but like there's a difference here. You're talking about somebody who literally carried a division for 18 months.
15, 18 months. Absolutely.
So great pick at 100%,
So round 16 kicked off with you taking Chris Statlander.
Yeah. Chris Statlander.
Monday nights has a lot of power in the women's division. That's for damn sure.
We really do. Like another woman who's just super strong and super, I love Chris Statlander. Ever since we started watching AEW, that's where I got introduced to Chris Statlander. There's just another one kind of like my Wesley. There's just something about her where I'm like, I want to watch you more. This version of Chris Statlander I enjoy, but I really like the original version of like the alien version of Chris Statlander. So I'm excited to continue to see her evolution, but yeah, just a lot of powerful women.
I took the guy whose name I can't say, Takeshita, and I can't, Konosuke. I can't say it. I'm not even going to try. But every time I watch him, the more I'm like, wow. At 29 years old,
Yeah,
his in-ring work is outstanding.
absolutely.
Give him a good manager not named Don Callis. I can't stand Don Callis, but give him a mouthpiece.
Could you imagine Konosuke Takeshita?
Yeah, well, you have better literary skills than me.
With Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
Like,
a mouthpiece.
yeah.
He'd be outstanding. He is outstanding in the ring.
Yeah.
We're going to get him that mouthpiece, and
That's
he's
right.
going to take off on Thursday nights. Round 17 kicked off with you taking one of my personal favorites and one of the older wrestlers for you in Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I wanted that real technical wrestler. I didn't want to go Bryan Danielson. But I really I wanted a little bit more of that NJPW influence, and I wanted that the best technical wrestler in the world. I think there's easy arguments on either side for Zack Sabre Jr. or Bryan Danielson in terms of who is the best technical wrestler right now in the world. I decided Zack Sabre Jr. 'cause he's a little bit younger than Bryan Danielson, and so like if I'm looking to build a brand for the next few years, he's a guy that I could put in with Dom and MJF, and he's gonna make them look real good, and he also and he can shine himself, and so yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. I like easy choice for that technical wrestling side.
And for me, I went with the devil himself, Mr. Adam Cole, baby.
Apparently, he is the devil.
And I don't know how I feel about him being the devil. I don't know if he's going to be the devil on Thursday nights. I like the Adam Cole, baby. It's story time with Adam Cole. Mm-hmm. He's good on the mic. He's good in the ring. He needs to be healthy. We need him to get healthy on Thursday nights. And he's another one who will mix it in with the top of the card.
Yeah.
And just absolutely love what he's doing. Another round 18, another one of Chris's surprising picks.
Yeah.
Okay. Hook.
I love Hook.
Yeah. He's going after Samoa Joe, by the way, for the world title.
Is he?
Not to get onto AEW at all, because I don't want to anger ourselves. But go ahead. You could talk about your pick, but I'm just saying he openly said he's going after Samoa Joe.
Listen, Tony Khan, take the belt off Samoa Joe and put it on Hook right now. The handsome devil Hook. Listen, Hook is, again, 22, 23 years old.
Yeah.
Just needs matches. And right now he's good. He just needs a lot more and he needs more TV.
Yeah.
He needs more TV time. He also needs to get rid of this stupid FTW title that's not a real title in AEW.
It's a participation trophy.
And put the belt on him. You know, they talk about the four pillars of AEW. It's MJF, Jack Perry, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin were the four pillars. If there was a fifth pillar, I think it's Hook. Even though he was signed so much later, and he didn't really start until well into AEW, but that is youth that I think you bet on because he's incredible in the ring. He's got a great character. I love, again, just like Solo, doesn't need to talk. I don't need Hook to talk.
Talking does help unless you have a manager.
It helps, but put him with a mouthpiece. Just let Hook go in the ring and wrestle people.
Yeah, I agree. And round 18 ended with me taking Hikaru Shida.
Yeah.
Who I enjoy very much. Just another top of the card female wrestler.
Absolutely.
She needs a mouthpiece too.
Yeah.
I do enjoy her very much. And to round out the women's division for me, I thought that was a great pick. Now, round 19, you went with, I don't want to call him Butch. I'll call him Pete Dunne because we recognize him as Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne, I've been watching since, snapping fingers. And Pete Dunne, I've been watching since NXT did the first UK tournament where Aleister Black appeared, debuted against Finn Balor, I believe, as Tommy End, which is so much better a name than Alistair or Malachi Black. I'd rather him be Tommy Young. But yeah, Pete Dunne wrestles Tyler Bate in the main event, the championship round of that tournament. Incredible match. And ever since then, I've been high on Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne carried NXT UK, won
100%.
on his back,
Yeah.
and made it a good thing until he gave the belt over to Gunther, and then Gunther took it and then he runs with it. But just so like, and that's the thing is like, but he's only 28, and to be able to see him carry a big TV brand on his back, like I'm gonna put stock in him every day. So yeah.
Now that he's with Tyler Bate as a tag team,
I love it.
I can't wait. And I rounded out round 19 with Ilya Dragunov.
This one hurt.
He's different than anyone else I have on the roster.
Oh yeah.
And just a different level of intensity and aggression that is missing from the roster for me. And he comes in day one and he's just going to go to work.
Yeah.
I am absolutely in love with what he does on NXT. I think he is the perfect flag bearer for that brand right now. Mm-hmm. It's incredible to watch him work.
That one hurt because when I drafted Andrade, that he's the one I should have taken.
Yeah.
Because Ilya Dragunov, like the intensity in literally everything that he does.
Yeah, even his promos.
Like even his promos.
I don't know how his veins stay in his head. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't understand.
I love it.
But his matches are incredible.
Yeah.
His promos are great, and I'm with you. Like that's the thing is like just picking those people that can be that flag bearer. Because it's not even like you're picking somebody who, like, I think I could put stock in them. No. You picked a guy who's doing it right now, and like it's a proven commodity. So, great pick.
I think so.
It hurt.
It hurt. A few of mine hurt. I regret some of the ones that you picked that I didn't think that far ahead in what they're doing. Lacked the foresight. So round 20 started with you taking a surprise here and taking Sonata.
Yeah, again, like, I love NJPW. I've loved watching NJPW. One of the great things we talk about all the time about NJPW is the fact that I could turn on NJPW and I could just watch great wrestling and I don't even need to know what else is happening.
Yeah.
And just talk about a guy who can, that's what I wanted. Like some of these NJPW guys, proven commodities in the ring, maybe need to have some brands built for the American audience of like, oh, who is this person? But like you can turn on a Sonata match and you're just going to get a great match. Like it's just, there it is. Like, so just a proven commodity in the ring for me. Somebody that I was like, I need that guy that I could just put him in the ring and he's going to give me the performance I need. So yeah, that's why I took him.
So I went young here. I went with another NJPW. Someone who's a young cub compared to some of the guys I've taken. Oscar, Leube. I can't say his last name.
He's gigantic, right?
He's gigantic. He's like 6'10". He moves like Carmelo Hayes. He's green.
That's insane.
Very green.
Yeah.
Very green through the G1, very green at Wrestle Kingdom. But he's a big boy and he's young, and just getting him in the ring, letting him work. I see a lot of great things being a big guy,
yeah.
You know, having that size and that intimidation. I mean, he's not Omos, but
nobody should be Omos.
Oscar is a very big dude, and I'm excited to see what he does. So round 21, you went with Mr. Big Head himself, Mr. J.D. McDonough.
I needed a bobblehead.
Everyone needs a bobblehead.
Listen, there is something like, okay, foresight aside, like whatever. I don't know if I saw this coming, but I love that it's happening. JD and Dom should be the tag champs over Finn and Damian. Because looking at JD and Dom walk out together, you're just like, there's something there.
Yeah. No, I agree.
There is something between these two that is could and like young, and it could just be so much fun. JD McDonough also has that heavy Japanese influence. And one of the things that I've loved about watching NXT over the past few years is there's a lot of that Japanese influence in the ring and in the matches for them. JD McDonough has just shown up to NXT, showed out there, and now his run with the Judgment Day, taking that RKO off the
I was just going to say that. Yep.
Like, I mean, listen, if anybody's going to take it, it was going to be him because he has the biggest head, so he has the biggest
Easy
target.
for Randy Orton to catch.
Like, you can grab onto and go. But
you can miss by 12 inches and still get his head. So
poor JD. But yeah.
But we like you.
I love it.
We like you a lot. And I rounded out round 21 with Mr. A-Town Down, Austin Theory.
Yeah, great pick.
Not too happy with how he's being used. I like him with Grayson Waller.
They are good together.
It's fun. But just another young guy to have come in and see. He has everything. The look, the charisma, the mic work. He's good in the ring.
Yeah.
And he's someone who we're going to bring along on Thursday nights for big things. That's 100%. For sure. So round 22. Oh, look. Surprising. You took Tyler Bate.
Listen, Tyler Bate I need a big, strong boy. And Tyler Bate's another one that, again, like watching him through that tournament in the NXT, like the UK tournament, the first thing that they ever did in the UK was amazing. He's incredible. I love just his personality. He's another guy, in my opinion, he's a Cody Rhodes-esque in the future of like just a guy to get behind. He is somebody that, in my opinion, will always be chasing a title because you want to cheer for him and you want to get behind him and you want to watch that journey for him. And there are guys in wrestling that you need those guys because those are people like Cody is probably better chasing a title than he is with a title.
Yeah.
Because we want to see it. And every time we just don't get it, it's like, oh, I feel for him. And Tyler Bate has that level of character, in my opinion.
And he's going to be a great tag team with Butch.
He is going to be a great tag team with Butch.
And to round out round 22, I went super young in Kosai Fujita.
Yeah.
Another young cub in the NJPW verse that getting better every match, looking better and better.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. And there's a lot of potential there. Him being 22 years old, I believe, right now.
Amazing.
So young and so good in the ring. It's exciting stuff. Round 23. Mr. Takahashi. You took Hiromu Takahashi.
I absolutely love Hiromu Takahashi, and I always forget his name. But Hiromu Takahashi had an incredible match, NJPW 2016 for the junior heavyweight title, NJPW IWGP junior heavyweight title with the Back to the Future guy. I always forget his name. He was in NXT for a little while, but incredible wrestler as well. But Hiromu, he is the male version of Asuka, and in my opinion, just as good. I think a lot of people, and I think there are very good arguments, will tell you that Asuka is the best wrestler in the WWE. I don't know that I could deny that. I think Takahashi is up there, just as good as Asuka. So yeah, just gonna put on great matches and such a character.
Yeah, nobody's ready for Asuka.
Nobody's ready for Asuka.
And I went with another big intimidating individual, the artist formerly known as Luchasaurus.
Yeah.
We're not using Killswitch.
No.
I'm changing his name. If Killswitch, what he's called now, we're changing it because that's like calling someone Big Bill. Okay, we're not doing it. He's very good in the ring and he moves.
He is.
For a big guy, he can move in the ring. He can do all the acrobatic, high-flying stuff.
That's why he is Luchasaurus.
Yes. Not Killswitch. Ridiculous. That's a finishing move. Not as good as Chinese bread service, which I'm still lobbying for.
Excalibur, we're looking at you.
We are. We're looking right at you in picture-in-picture. Love me some Kill... No, yeah. See, I just did it. I did it because it's all I hear. No, Luchasaurus, another big guy to go with Oscar. Can't wait to see him on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Round 24. Think you rounded out your tag team division with Pretty Deadly.
Yes, I did. Yes, boy. Listen, two guys, super entertaining, really good in the ring, just need matches, just need TV time. When hashtag Elton Strong, when Elton got that injury to his shoulder and was being pushed around in a wheelchair, even though he has a shoulder injury. Incredible. But I think it slowed them down because they were making a big push. Money in the Bank being in London this year at the O2, like they were going to be prominently featured, and I think that would have been their big launch, kind of their coming out party. Sad that it didn't happen, but I think it's still going to. Just like the Acclaim, I just think about the Acclaimed and them on the mic going back and forth.
Yeah, be a lot of fun.
Lot of fun.
And I went round 24 with Braun Breaker.
Yep.
Still trying to figure him out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to lean into the fact that he's a Steiner.
Oh, yeah.
Which I just feel like I should give him the wrestling headgear. No, but to me, he is the best spear in the business. I absolutely love watching him in the ring. And we've already seen him tear down the house with Carmelo Hayes.
Several times.
And he's young enough to build around. He's young enough to bring in with some of the older guys we have at the top of the roster. He's just great. He's fun to watch.
I think one thing we talk about with Braun Breaker is he's not a good heel. I don't think he's a good heel. I think
it's forced. I think he's trying too hard to be a heel.
100%. So I think you're switching him straight back to a baby face.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think great pick. I think it's weird to say this, but just a guy that's not being used right in the WWE.
Yeah.
I think
I
right now.
can't figure him out in NXT.
Yeah.
And why he's still down there.
Good point.
Round 25, you pulled a fast one.
I did.
You did.
I did.
And you took Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
The Unholy Union.
That's their name. I'm sitting here looking at their names going, what is their... I couldn't think of it.
The Unholy Union. Alba Dawn and Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Both incredible wrestlers. Great tag team. Really good promos, and even better, really good vignettes.
Yes.
I do think sometimes you think about professional wrestling fans, I think we're building these fantasy rosters. You get lost in the wrestling. I just want really good wrestling. I think if you're thinking about building a real brand, you need to think about having some of these people who are entertaining, who can not just be really good on the mic, but create really good vignettes, right? Because if I'm putting this on TV, or even if I'm going live onto YouTube or whatever, I want to have some really good vignettes to be able to play. And the two of them, really good vignettes. I can give them some really cool stuff to work with. And so, and also younger, so again, just going along with my strategy, I went super young and I was trying to build something that I'm I have some guys that can help get young guys over, but I'm putting stock in the Dom Mysterios, the Butches, the Pretty Deadlies and the Unholy Union of the world.
And the last pick of the draft, but not Mr. Irrelevant, was David Finlay.
Oh, yeah.
Loved his match at Wrestle Kingdom last week.
Yep.
Love his future feud with Mr. Nemeth.
Yes.
Him and Mr. Nemeth will put on some great wrestling. I love the white stripe, the strap of that new title. I
don't even know what it is.
Global. Well, I don't know. There's so many titles I can't keep up with.
Yeah, there's a lot of IWGP titles.
There are too many. Yeah, just another guy. He's only 31, I believe, and he's great in the ring, can talk on the mic, leader of the Bullet Club, or was the leader the last time I checked.
Yes. Who knows what's going on there? With all the factions in,
I have no idea.
NJPW.
So that's our draft. That's our 25 rounds.
Yeah.
There are a lot of free agents, so for me, the next part of this is how are we going to crown our champions?
Oh, yeah. Great question.
So we're going to have to come up with our own unique event and way to crown our champions.
And championships.
And which championships we're going to use. I'm assuming there'll be a men's single, a women's single, a tag team. And then if we want to add one more,
I have a question for you. I think, especially now that we've actually been so far off of this, is there anybody that you regret,
taking?
Either taking or is there somebody that you regret not taking?
Well, hindsight being 2020, if I could have thought of what they're doing with Swerve Strickland or Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, sure, we could say CM Punk, right?
Yeah.
Because now that he's back in WWE and being a good employee,
yes,
it's good. But it's like hindsight being 2020. I'm enamored with them today.
Yeah.
But when we did this, it might have been 2-3 months ago.
Sure.
These were the people that
Yeah.
and like Fujita, Oscar, like those that I'm not too familiar with, that I've seen a few matches of.
Right.
Trying to learn more about them, of how to use them on Thursday nights. Now, how about you? Is there?
There's one.
Yeah.
It's a big one. It's Julia Hart.
Yeah.
Julia Hart.
Because when we did this, this wasn't
correct.
The Julia Hart we saw when we did this.
No.
She was just starting this character,
yes.
and now
I am head over heels in love with Julia Hart. Like, as a professional wrestler, I love my wife. Deals on it, I love my wife. No, but like, and I said this, another one that like needs matches. Her match at World's End with Abaddon was good, but not someone yet that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna depend on you to go out there and give me consistently like great matches. However, the presentation, the character, the look, the everything is perfect. And here's how I know that this is working, because we watched it. I think we kind of watched it happen with Cody and with Seth with their songs, where like, the Cody's got the big whoa, and Seth's got his big thing. Julia, in her song, she has that part where it goes, "The house always wins," and you're starting to hear the crowd sing that part, and I'm like, she's got him.
Her walking out and mouthing the words to her song.
Yes.
Then there was a moment, I think it was on Collision. It was a trios match, and the House of Black was whooping.
Yep.
I don't know who they were facing. They ended up winning the match, but like the last 5 to 10 or maybe even 15 seconds of the match, she comes out, or she stands up, and she just starts doing a 10-bell salute to the people that the House of Black are beating. And she's standing there almost Undertaker-esque in the female version.
Yep.
And just doing as sinister as like a horror movie.
Yes.
And just doing a 10-bell salute. And I'm just like, there it is.
Yeah.
Like, star right there. Keep that belt. Keep doing what you're doing.
100%. And that is, so she is the one for me that I go, I wish I would have drafted her and put her, and because it's all of those little things that she's doing.
Yep.
We just need her to get a little bit better in the ring. I'm good with you not being able to deliver in the ring a little bit, but still needing to get there. Because remember she is 22 years old.
She's young.
She is 22.
She is young.
And she is nailing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love seeing it. So yeah, Julia Hart is the one that got away. Not yet. We're going to the free agency.
We are. So we'll crown our champs. We'll come up with that. And then we'll start talking about how we get to pick free agents and how we get to add and take away from our roster.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Amazing.
It is.
Good draft.
I think so.
Again.
Because,
we had to fix the last one, but that's okay. We fixed it. And so now WrestlePool, check us out. TikTok, Twitter, X. Instagram, all the WrestlePool everywhere. Coming at you Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. Thursdays we'll have our review and our predictions for the upcoming slot week of shows, and that's
here we go. Let's do it. He just good night.